Hello, my name is Andrew Collins and I'm a Telly addict. They say that some people never actually come back from Glastonbury, although to be fair, that's often because they can't find their car. But with the BBC ramping up their coverage this year to 250 hours of live coverage and streaming, we all know how they feel. As much a plank of the BBC's sporting calendar as Wimbledon, the corporation went wall to wall or fence to fence with its coverage of what could be titled No Farming Today, and padding out the live with pre-edited packages and montages, which, like Christmas decorations, I suspect they reuse every year.
Pretty clean so far, pretty good.
Glastonbury absolutely blows out of the water.
Magical.
Sunny.
Epic.
Magical!
I want to try the ostrich burger.
It is the thankless task of outside broadcast crews to capture the spirit of this unique cultural exchange in a faraway field of its own. What they end up capturing is the spirit of people showing off of the cameras. It would take you almost 11 days to watch it all. As an armchair reveller, I did the usual, tape it.
Smashing it up, let's have a look.
And fast forward through the vaccines, although neither they nor this miserable sounding punter could dampen the mood.
This weekend I'm most looking forward to bringing reason and science and rational thinking to Glastonbury.
Yeah, and it looks like rain. Luckily, the BBC Two Dream Team, Lauren Laverne and Mark Radcliffe, wouldn't let Brian Cox rain on Glastonbury's parade.
I mean, you know, it didn't sound like all back to Brian's from what he was saying, did it?
Totally
Really?
honest,
But,
think D-Ream, Brian. Give yourself a day off. Get the bongos out and just enjoy yourself, lad. Science will still be there tomorrow.
These two were in their element. Honest, witty and fluent, and proof that you don't need to jump up and down and shout woo to verify sincere enthusiasm. Mind you, there's room for that too, if, like BBC Three's Jen Long, you can carry it off.
I am right by the John Peel stage. Mars Kane played earlier today. Frightened Rabbit are on right now. Savages are going to be playing that stage tomorrow. It's only the first day of the greatest music festival on the planet, and already I'm having the best time.
The clincher for me was that little skip she did when she threw ahead to Savages. Not being a listener to Late Night Radio 1, I'd never encountered Jen before, but more power to her unaffected elbow. The music? Well, I was looking forward to hearing Nile Rodgers' guitar. And so was he. Oh well, if there weren't technical problems, it wouldn't be. Let's stay with music and raise a hat to a consistently entertaining US network drama whose first season came to a close on More 4 last week, Nashville. That's Callie Curry, Oscar-winning writer of Thelma and Louise, who has another hit man-bashing duo on her hands with Raina and Juliet. As played by Connie Britton and Hayden Panettiere with creditable vocal gusto, the Alexis Crystal rivalry between the old-school queen of country and her Taylor Swiftian challenger was set up in the pilot.
Raina, I wanted you to meet Juliet Barnes.
My mama was one of your biggest fans. She said she'd listen to you while I was still in her belly.
Gosh, that seems like a long time ago. And it is, 21 network weeks ago. A smash for ABC in the States, the second season is in production, but you have to ask yourself, what more can they concertina into this permanently lathering soap opera, or soap opera? It's fiendishly constructed out of a series of interlocking triangles: husband, mistress, wife, ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, bandleader, business partner, boss, AA sponsor, manager, political rival, ally, advisor, father-daughter producer, roadie, vet, dog. There isn't a configuration that hasn't been tried.
Things are gonna turn around for me tonight, Scarlett. I can feel it.
Oh, they'll turn around for you, struggling musician Avery Barkley and your singing waitress girlfriend Scarlett, and then they'll turn around again, and again, until you forget whose bed you're sleeping in, sometimes within a single episode. It's complicated.
Deacon didn't seem too hot on the idea the other night.
Deacon was talking to you about it.
I was talking to her about it.
It was her who?
Marilyn, her.
Did Deacon tell Marilyn not to take Avery?
I mean, maybe I heard it wrong.
I suspect I wasn't the first to spot that Nashville's storylines are like country and western lyrics, but the finale was named with heavy portent after Hank Williams' swan song, I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive. Do they mean Scarlett's recovering alcoholic Uncle Deacon, former lover and guitarist of both Raina and arch-rival Juliet at various times, the pair now battling for the same country music award? Bartender.
Raina James.
Can you please turn that off?
Not a country music fan?
Not tonight.
Don't do it. I've found Nashville a hard habit to break. It would only be a guilty pleasure if I was stupid enough to feel guilt for taking pleasure in a big, schmaltzy, eventful Dallas-like saga that moulds the practicalities of the record industry to suit it and not the other way round. Roll on season 2.
Once again, the whole town will be talking. Yes, they will.
Meanwhile, further up the bar...
You need to talk.
I don't.
What if I told you that Jesus could offer you not only eternal life, but freedom from pain in this life?
I'm doing just fine. Nixon's the president. Everything's back where Jesus wants it.
What turned out to be one of the very best seasons of Mad Men ended too last week on Sky Atlantic, and repaid our patience with its occasionally self-indulgent and fuzzy storylines, not least with its outcome for Don Draper.
Happy Thanksgiving, sweetheart.
You too, Mr. Draper.
No, that wasn't it. I'm going to steer well clear of anything that might constitute a spoiler. Instead, here's what appears to be a generic Don pitch, which will make those who know its context feel giddy.
It could be rations in the heat of battle or in the movie theater on a first date. But most of them are from childhood. Mine was my father, taking me to the drugstore after I'd mowed the lawn and telling me I could have anything I wanted, anything at all. And there was a lot. But I picked a Hershey bar. The wrapper looked like what was inside. And as I ripped it open, my father tousled my hair, and forever, his love and the chocolate were tied together.
A man whose wrapper looks nothing like what's inside. If you're waiting for the box set, I envy you. This episode was written like a dream by creator Matthew Weiner and recently promoted Carly Rae. Even random disembodied lines sing with meaning and mystery.
Will you have a drink before the meeting? My father was... You can't stop cold like that.
Well, you know what they say about Detroit. It's all fun and games till they shoot you in the face.
See you Monday.
While we're in advertising, I think Mad Men's media buyer, Harry Crane...
Harry Crane is a wizard.
Him would have been pretty pleased with himself for placing this ad during Nashville.
Nashville, the soundtrack, Volume 1 and 2 out now.
I also suspect that he would have retired on the basis of convincing this man to debase himself for money.
And totally unlimited too.
Sky. I like it. Sounds big.
No sign of that ad, funnily enough, during Sky Atlantic's premiere of HBO's Phil Spector. Written and directed by David Mamet, this worthy showcase for Al Pacino's grandstanding talent began with a unique disclaimer. That munching sound is Mamet having his cake and eating it. The family of Spector and the estate of Lana Clarkson, the actress found dead in his home on the night of February 3rd, 2003, have both complained about the film's version of events. The rest of us are entitled to enjoy it for a theatrical slice of eloquent conjecture.
My power was she got in the car. That was my power. Some wretched, stunted Jewish kid, a poor kid, who could have, over the years, any fucking woman I wanted. Oh, I'm going to throw my life away for her. Why not? She was a cocktail waitress.
With sterling support from Helen Mirren and Jeffrey Tambor and a script to chew on, Pacino seemed determined to atone for the embarrassing broadband ads. I wonder if it's worth the Hollywood Foreign Press Association or the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences putting up any other nominations for Best Actor at the Globes and the Emmys next year.
Okay, motherfuckers. I told you should finish college. Huh? Join the Marines, anything, rather than throw yourself on my boundless mercy, right? Take you in from the cold, and you know I did. You should consider it a mercy I killed a lot of you, save you the shame, Walter, of ruining this simple fucking song.
Have we done TVs better than Hollywood movies? Only this was another smoking gun for the prosecution. Now, let's go home.
But yeah, I love it. It's London.
Six-part documentary series The Route Masters on BBC Two is another illuminating slice of everyday life, this time aboard and behind the scenes of London transport. I particularly enjoyed episode 2, directed by Matt Pelly, which looked at life on the capital's 1,000 night buses.
From here, the tourists, party goers, your city folk, the suits, Yeah, we're here in the heart of the city now, next to NatWest Tower. All these big buildings going up. There's a lot of money here, but no soul.
The programme had plenty of soul thanks to driver Sajjad Sharif behind the wheel of the N25. His resilient attitude, good humour and practical piety combined to create a documentarian's dream.
Get a few people come in and start preaching the Bible and other things. Bloke come on the bus and he started screaming and shouting, we're going to hell, this is happening, that's happening, the world's falling apart. And he started scaring the other passengers. So I told him, you sit down quietly, we're not going to hell, we're going to Wilford.
It's already a gem, up there with Channel 4's recent Chicken Shop in its unforced empathy for ordinary working and non-working people, going about their lives out of the eye line of the chauffeured politicians who would seek to crush them. I don't suppose George Osborne has ever been on a night bus. If you have no intention of ever moving to London, its cast of misfits, soaks and night owls, and the ever-present threat to be the violence, or worse, conversation between strangers, this programme will confirm your deepest fears. But for those of us who do live there, it will remind us why we can't leave.
Cheers, mate, sir. You got no money in your card? 2.30, please.
And when we saw Sajjad stoically purify himself in the grotty bus depot toilets before praying in the bus, it was enough to shame the entire EDL and Melanie Phillips into silence.
This is another thing on the bus. Which way do we pray? How do we know it's Mecca? So I turned around wherever I am. You look out for a satellite dish and then a couple of dishes over there. And whichever way they're facing, that's usually towards Mecca.
A nomination for the most poignant bit of TV I've seen all year. It's your moment of, for want of a better word, zen.